All right, after a long week, there's the paint. Got it done Friday night, Saturday morning about 4 a.m. So, looks pretty good. Trying to walk backwards is not fun. A couple little blemishes, nothing too bad. I'll show you the hood here in a second. I got one run here. If you'd be able to see it or not. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the reflection. There's another run up here on the fender. Right there. And then the hood and fenders were definitely the worst. They got a whole bunch of trash kicked up from the plastic. You can see little chunks of stuff on there. So, yeah. I did try to wet sand some of it out, and it actually, these are the two worst chunks right here. 1, 2, and then 3. This is just with 1,000 and then 1,500. So I feel like it's gonna come out and be all right after polishing and stuff. So you can see that reflection right there. I think it's gonna be good. So just take a lot of time and wet sand. I was already planning on wet sanding it, so no biggie there. I already broke down the paint booth. I just have to scrub this side of the shop with my little circular pressure washer. I'm covered in green overspray from tearing stuff down all day today, so I am whooped. It's been a long week. Had a buddy, Chris, come down, help me final wet sand it, and then prep it, finish the booth. Had another buddy, Gerald, come up and help us tape it off the night before and all that stuff. So definitely appreciate those guys helping me out, because there's no way I could have done this myself. So all my friends have really stepped up and helped me, so I owe them some big favors. The color on the GoPro actually makes it look a little bit more green than it actually is, which I kind of like, because you can see the green highlights. So, but yeah, now it's time to wet sand and buff it all out and start on interior, engine, transmission, wiring. A lot left to do. So, but the biggest part of it is done, and the part that was holding me up is done. So now it's just on to all the other stuff. So hopefully these videos keep popping back out every so often, showing some progress. So that'd be great. So there it is, long anticipated paint. All right, some other new developments are paint booth has taken shape. So the back wall's got 4 fans that are blown in. I'm gonna have filters on the back side. Very basic, just 2x4 frame. I had a buddy come up and help me get the walls done, and then I had another buddy, Chris, come and help us kind of assemble everything, get some ideas going. The wall between here and the garage door is actually back there for the time being. We built it so I can still snake the car in when the time comes, and then I can move this wall in, get it boxed in, get the door set, and then that way we can get the car in and out whenever the time comes. So this wall right here is movable. it'll slide around that side and actually fit up underneath the garage door when it's up a little bit. So very basic. I think it'll work. The only one thing we got left to do is I got a plastic around the lift post. Probably just go from the stud on that side, go around the lift post, and then go to the wall. And then same thing on this side, just go from here, go around the lift post, or go from like where the fans are, because that's all wasted space back there anyway. So go around the lift post, get those sectioned off so there's no dust and crap flying off of them. But plenty of room. I got the toolboxes moved from this side. So plenty of room on this side. The car will actually be kind of crooked in here, just a little bit, to give myself a little bit more room. That way I'm not stepping right on the lift back here. So I have a couple more lights coming. I think what I'm gonna do for the ceiling, the plastic along the ceiling, is I'm just gonna actually use the lights that I'm gonna hang up to hold the plastic up, take a couple of these lights down, have the plastic up, and then just run it over the walls up underneath the garage door tracks right there. So try to keep some of the dust and debris and whatever out. So but yeah, quick little update. Got this side done. I'm gonna spin the car around right now, get the other side guide coated, and start sanding on that. So we're getting there. All right, so I realized that I never uploaded any of the video or pictures that I did while the Cougar was being painted. So, little update. I am still working on cut and buff. Really, the only thing that's done is the hood. Was still experimenting with what was going to work. This was the worst texture out of the bunch. You can still see up here how texture and how much dirt actually did get in. The plastic on the front was kicking up all the overspray, so that had dried on it. So slowly picking my way through that. This fender's almost done, and I just need to finish this in 2500 and then 3000, and then I can move. I'm gonna start moving around the car in the grits, starting at 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, and then see how it levels out, and then go back and buff the whole car out as one unit. But yeah, a little update on the Cougar. Sorry, it's been a little while. I've been kind of getting sidetracked with other stuff, and after I got done with the paint week, I kind of cleaned up, got the shop reset, and then threw the GoPro on the kitchen counter and never even looked at it. Batteries went dead, memory card stayed in it, so hopefully I put that video first to give a little update. And looking back at it, I look pretty tired, but I think I was running on maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night that week, so it was rough. I definitely had my fill of the Cougar that week, and kind of pushed it away and just kind of reset myself. But speaking of getting sidetracked, here is the newest project I picked up a couple weeks ago. It's a 68 F100 long bed. The front clip is actually outside. I've been kind of messing with it here and there. Got some roller wheels on it. That's actually a trailer tire from my buddy. So first plans are going to be, once we get the engine out, we're going to get the engine out tonight during guys night, just kind of getting it a little bit lighter, moving in and out of the shop. We're going to chop the bed down to a short bed, chop the frame. I just picked up a Explorer rear end 373 posi unit rear from the local junkyard. I do have a Crown Vic front end lined up. I think I'm going to pick that up next weekend, and then probably just mimic, I don't know if you guys remember the blue F100 that I had. It was Crown Vic swapped, Explorer rear end. It had a 302 that I put Sniper EFI on it, which was pretty cool, and then redid the interior. But this one's going to need lots of sheet metal work. It's going to need floor pans. The bed floor is pretty much gone, but once we chop that out, I'll figure out how I'm going to do like bed replacement and all that stuff. So the blue one that I had wasn't done exactly right. Whoever had it before me kind of took shortcuts on some of the stuff that they did. So this is my chance to go back through and redo it right the first time through and make a killer truck out of it. So long-term plans, I'm not sure right now, but just do some sheet metal and fabrication stuff off the bat and see where that takes me. So it's pretty rough. There's a lot of rust in it. Floor pans are pretty much gone. There's a hole in that one. So rockers need to be done. They stole some parts off it before I got it. But as far as I can tell, it's all factory. Nothing's been really messed with yet. So needs some love, needs some patchwork, but nothing that can't be done. So it's got what's weird about this one is the VIN number shows it should have a 360 in it, but that is definitely a 300 inline six. So we did try to get it running last week. Not working. Starter seized up or something like that, so we didn't spend a whole lot of time or effort to get that thing to spin over. So yeah, I don't know what kind of updates are going to come in. Maybe a little bit with the Cougar. Like I said, I'm going to try to get maybe 6 hours a week cutting clear coat down, I got to stick to it and see where that gets me. I got to get this thing cut and buffed and then start moving on to the other stuff. So yeah, hopefully I put the other video in before or after this, and then kind of give a quick little update about all of that. I think I took some pictures and like time lapse and stuff like that. So I'll throw that in and kind of one big update about everything. So yeah, thanks for watching.